In this video, I visit my local comic book shop on a Saturday afternoon, but also got to hang out with my nephew, taught him a thing or two about comic books. Let's get into it. Hello, YouTube. Axiomat here once again. And as I mentioned, I went to my local comic shop. Actually, I visited two other comic shops. One I'd been to before. The third one I had never been to, called Cosmic Comics. I have to do a video. I have to ask the staff if it's okay for me to do a tour. Great shop in the city of Grand Prairie, Texas. And throughout the day, the reason I was out and about was because one of my good friends, one of my best friends, my homie, just assigned him a superhero name. He goes by Ambush. His power is invisibility. As I mentioned in a few of the other videos, I have a habit of creating my own little imaginary world. And if you hang out with me long enough, I will eventually assign you a alter ego name. And with the name comes a power that I decide. Whatever that may be, my friend is now called Ambush. His power is invisibility. I literally just text him right before filming this video. So he's like, yeah. But he brought his son and we had a great time. He's getting into comics. He's only 8 years old, but the enthusiasm behind wanting to get into comics is part of the reason we sometimes do this. We have a great time just going to comic shop, reading comics, talking about comics, etc. But it's always such a cool experience when a younger person of the youth generation starts taking interest apart from the television and movies. Not that there's anything wrong with the television and movies, but this all stems from comic books, right? So while we love what's on the television, we can't forget that this all stems from reading comic books. So never forget, visit your local comic book shops and read the comic books that this is all based on. They are great story. Not only will you be supporting a local business, but you will just take more in as it pertains to these characters. There's so much depth and storylines out there that television and film just can't capture. So please go out there and read. Don't do it for me. I'm just doing this on YouTube. Do it for yourself. There are amazing stories yet to be discovered out there. I mean, I can go on and on and on about them, but there's really no point because you have to discover it for yourself. Okay, but enough of that. Actually, man, stop with the preaching. What did you pick up at the comic book store? Let's get into that. Only a couple of items. I did pick up Frankenstein New World by Dark Horse. This is from the world of Hellboy. Anything Hellboy related, especially Mike Mignola, I'm a sucker for. I'm a big Mike Mignola, big Hellboy fan. So anything that I see up on the stands that has from the world of Hellboy, especially Mike Mignola's artwork, I am going to pick up. So excited to read this. The interior, one of the best things about the interior is this right here. Check this out. Yeah. Celebrating 30 years of Hellboy. Come on, who doesn't like Hellboy? I should make a video, just a bunch of videos just about Hellboy. The other one is this. I picked up History of the DC Universe, Mark Wolfman, George Perez. It still has the plastic on it. Actually, I am filming, right? Let's open this up. All right. The smell of new comic books on a Sunday morning. Revitalizing life in these veins. So, the history of the DC Universe. So, I'm literally just reading the back of this. but I want to read it on camera because it's really cool. The definitive saga of the history of the DC universe. In 1986, writer Mark Wolfman and artist George Perez, rest in peace, legendary artist, attempted a massive undertaking to combine all the DC universes into one comprehensive continuity. Crisis on Infinite Earths was the event book of the 80s and set the gold standard for company-wide crossovers for decades to come. To help chronicle all the events that had taken place in this new single universe, Wolfman and Perez created History of the DC Universe as a two-issue bookend to Crisis to establish the ground rules for the post-Crisis DCU. This updated edition collects History of the DC Universe 1 and 2, so this includes both of them, and includes never before published original art pages by George Perez and a gatefold pinup illustrated by celebrated DC artists such as Murphy, Anderson, Ernie. I mean, the list goes on. It just keeps going and going and going, and many more. So that's what's in the back. I can't wait to just read this. I know I just opened it and smelled it, but I haven't actually taken a look in the inside. Look at the artwork by Alex Ross. Come on now. I paused there on purpose just so you could say it out loud. Great Alex Ross artwork. Can't wait to get into this. And I'll end this video with this. My friend, one of my best friends, Ambush, who I just mentioned, gifted me some really cool items. Here, I'm going to share that. One of the things he gifted me was this pin, the Batman, the Adam West 66 Batman version, which I will eventually wear on my hat. It matches perfectly with my other Batman pin that I typically wear sometimes on my hat. And just to add to that, he also gifted me this. It looks like an ordinary coin until you flip it over, and it is the Two-Face coin. Look at that. Look at the markings. So if I'm ever going to make bad decisions, I just do that. Hey, it came up good. So I guess I have to be good today. Boo! Nobody wants to be good. But I share this to say this, this community of collecting and comic books and pop culture is exactly that, a community. I love the camaraderie, the sharing, the gifts that come with it. Who doesn't like gifts? But also gift giving. I love giving away comics and statues and collectibles, because why not? If you can share your passion and your joy with someone else, why not? Right? That's it. I'm not trying to get preachy here, but it is what it is. And I just wanted to share that with all my viewers, subscribers, etc. That's it for this video. As always, collect what you love what you collect, and I'll see you guys in the next one.